Hey everybody, it's Joseph Shepard.
And your girl, Miss Laganja Estranja.
And welcome back to season 3 of
Queening Out! Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I feel like we nailed that right away.
We sure did.
We haven't even seen each other since...
What?
It was a party.
Yeah.
It was crowded.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It wasn't Halloween.
No.
I saw you after that, right?
You saw me after that because we came over to your house.
Yeah. I feel like it was a party and we had like 2 seconds to see each other. And then we've been trying to get together for lunch, but I've been running late and Joseph's had a million things. So here we are, live in action, just for all of you.
Just for all of you. And it was like a surprise. We were like, let's just do this.
That's right.
All Stars 9. We're going to get into it, but I want to know what's been going on with you. You dropped a banger song.
Thank you.
Your music.
Thank you so much. That's right. If you haven't checked out the Daily Basis music video, head on over to my YouTube and also check out the Muse Me special, which is a behind the scenes look at how Robert Heyman, the director, and I created the music video. And yeah, I'm currently working on my debut album, Iconic, hoping that it will drop later this summer. Also have another exciting music project that I can't officially announce, but you might be getting a Pride song or a Pride EP in June if everything goes according to plan, which is really exciting. And then I'm also dropping 2 singles that they're not mine, but they feature me. One is with my really good friend Chris called Sprite. So I'm on the remix of that. It's all about being a non-alcoholic babe.
Okay.
Which for those of you out there who don't know, I am currently over 40 days sober. So hallelujah to that. And then the second single is with my other friend, Thomas Shad, who's in Thailand. So this was crazy. I literally recorded the song here in LA and then did a video on green screen. And then they're going to add me into the video that they filmed and created in Thailand. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that project come to fruition. It should be dropping very, very soon. So yeah, lots of music coming at you. Also, season 3 of Muse Me is finally coming out. We just wrapped on our 10th episode. If you're not familiar with the series, it's on my YouTube, again, with my friend Robert Heyman. And it's sort of a behind the scenes look at how we create high fashion art photography. So really excited. Lots of things. Literally just got done with a gig at the Beverly Center, flew over here and then have another gig tonight. So nothing's changed. I'm still always on the go and hustling hard. How about you? What are you up to?
So little known fact, I picked up a part-time job back in October and I was doing social media for one comedian.
Okay.
Well, now I'm up to 10.
Oh my God, Joseph.
Yes, 10. And I just got
How
an
do you
assistant.
manage 10 people? Okay, good. At least you have that.
I just got an assistant and she is my best friend that I knew from Atlanta. And so the great thing is we can work remote.
Okay, cool. So she's still in Atlanta.
Yeah, she's still in Atlanta. Shout out to you, Carmen.
Yes, Carmen.
And we've been killing it. We had Netflix as a joke the past 2 weeks. And
how was that?
It was crazy. It was insane.
It was at the Hollywood Bowl?
There was multiple. So basically what they did is they kind of treated it like a Coachella, but it was
of comedy.
Got it. But then they did random venues all throughout LA. So, and then I'm very excited. I got really high the other night.
Shocking.
Medicated,
mama.
Are you still medicating even though you're...
I'll be honest, it's very little. I know I'm actually sober. It's weird. I will occasionally indulge in an edible. I just went and saw Tammy Brown's show, Jubilee. It was amazing. I was high boots. It was incredible. She's an icon. I mean, she's a living icon. That girl just did not stop moving the whole show. So funny, so witty. So occasionally, right? If the thing calls for it that, I obviously wanted to be medicated for. Sometimes at night to help me go to sleep. I've been using a lot of CBN to kind of, relax the doll. But yeah, waking and baking, no. Smoking in the car on the way to the gigs, no. Smoking before a party, absolutely not. Yeah, no, I really have changed my relationship to the plant. I think for a really long time, I was using it to numb myself from my truth. And now that I'm living in my truth and filling out the body, I'm feeling better about myself. And I'm feeling less like I need a substance to give me that go-go. I will be honest, I'm not doing good on the energy drinks because your girl is booked so much that I'm living off the energy drinks, but it's so bad for you. But you were really high.
I was really high and I was oh my gosh, Dragcon's coming around.
Yeah.
I cannot interview queens at Dragcon because World of Wonder has their
interesting laws.
Yes, their interesting laws they decided to take place in. So what I decided to do was I booked a studio on the Thursday before Dragcon.
Okay.
And the Monday after.
Work.
And we have about 15 to 25 queens coming through.
Yay.
And you know how I had my Exposed series.
Of course,
this
on
is gonna
Out
be-
TV.
Yes. And this is going to be called Exposed After Dark.
Oh.
But it's like more laid back, more fun. After Dark. Let's have like
the Poppers edition.
Yes, that's the main slogan. The Papa's edition.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's exciting, Joseph. Yay, yay.
So, you know, you can't throw things away. You got to do it when you can do it.
That's right.
And
find those loopholes. Be creative.
finding those loopholes, finding which girls' contracts ended.
Ah, okay.
I need to make one little. Dear World of Wonder.
Oh, Lord, here we go. I am not associated. I just sit next to.
If by chance there's somebody out there who knows who has a problem with me, can you please phone me up? Tell me who it is. I want to make it right. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know why I keep getting turned down by the queens come to me.
Yeah.
I had so many season 16 queens come to me.
Yeah.
And they were like, I want to do When I'm Here. And they literally looped me into the PR people. Denied. And it bugged me because
they're under current contract.
They're under current contract. But what I don't understand is they gladly went over to Maddie Morphosis. Maddie Morphosis can get the girls. So you're okaying some for some people, not okaying for others. Or maybe the queens are just not saying anything and just doing it. So it's one or the other. However, if there's somebody who has an issue, I just want to know the issue because I want to like squash the beef. Let's squash the beef.
I love that.
Hey.
Yeah, let's make it roast beef.
Let's make, Arby's sandwich.
Yes, with cheesy sauce.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into this first episode.
It's pretty exciting.
9.
This cast is pretty stellar.
So this is a cast of 8 girls.
Yeah.
Earliest girl, Miss Chanel. I was
season 1. OG.
Okay. I was like, let's bring back some more. Rebecca Glasscock.
And she was so painted when she walked in. That green mug. Oh, she was sitting. Sitting.
Let's get into the entrances.
Okay.
First up, we had Miss Got Mick coming in with the white and black checkered hair.
Obsessed.
What do we think about this look?
Obsessed. I mean, the wig is truly art. Like the wig line, amazing. I literally can't get over it. The outfit is a little simple, I would say. I mean, it's a black sequin. What do they call that?
Black sequin.
Like trench coat vibe.
Yes.
So that's a little simple, but I think because the hair and the mug is such a standout, making a choice to be more simplistic in the silhouette is really nice. I love the peplum on her. I love the proportion of how long it is. I mean, I just think she looks like a rock star.
She does.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's more in her own now. I feel like she's
absolutely
confident in her.
I did too.
That confidence was like out the gate right when she walked through. And I was like, yes, queen.
The boy interviews are slaying.
Yeah.
Very good.
Roxy Andrews. Now, let me just tell you, I am so excited for Roxy.
Absolutely.
I feel like it has been a minute since we've had some of these pre-season 8 girls.
Yeah.
Like, I like the,
oh, geez. Yeah. The ones that brought it made the show famous.
Yeah.
I agree.
And after All Stars 2, I mean, that was iconic.
It was.
That was such a good season. I'm very excited to see what she's going to be bringing. Were you feeling her look? Were you feeling this?
I'm gonna be honest. It's not my favorite. I know she's going for this designer vibration. If you saw any of her press tour that she did for the show, it was all Balenciaga. So I love that she loves the designer and is going for it. But mine is Versace, right? So I like over the top. I want gaudy. I want prints. I want golds. So I find Balenciaga to be a little simplistic for me. That being said, I think she looks amazing. I love the cutouts on the hips. I think the big statement necklace is super awesome. I love the blonde bob. I mean, she looks great.
Oh, she looks wonderful.
She looks gorgeous. I just felt like it was a little simple to me, like a little pedestrian. I mean, I know that costs way more than what anyone else is wearing, but I just felt like to enter the workroom, it's not the most memorable. And for me, when you enter the workroom, that first look should be the most iconic, most memorable look that we'll talk about forever and ever. Amen. That's just to me, though.
Miss Vanjie.
I actually loved it. It is totally hodgepodge magodge.
Yes.
It's got a lot going on, but I thought the jacket made of bobby pins was so clever, so unique. Her waist is snatched. I love this kind of like jersey vibe she's going for. I thought the hair was spectacular. I mean, between her and Gottmik, I couldn't decide which one I loved more. They're both art in such different ways, but I'm just like so gagged. I don't know if you've noticed this. Trend alert. the queens are wearing like full lace wig.
Yes.
So like a lot of the back of their wigs is like fully laced and glued in the back, which I'm just like, the commitment is out of control. But yeah, I just loved it. I think this is very representational of her work, and I think it's fun. I think it's funky, and I think with the gold, bobby pins falling all over the floor, it's very memorable. It's very memorable. Yeah.
Also, I know that she's had work done to her face.
Yeah.
Makeup, work, snatched.
Yeah.
100%.
Agreed.
I am like, this Vanjie came ready. Like,
She did.
all stars ready.
Yeah, when they were showing older clips of her, I was just like, wow, she's like so changed a lot. Like her paint, her vibe, everything.
And can you imagine, like, if she never would have said Miss Vanjie walking out, we would not have had.
You never know.
We never know.
You never know.
Those catchphrases.
Yeah, no, it was iconic.
Miss Angeria Paris Van Michaels, season 14 of RuPaul's Drag Race, just had her.
I leave the math to you.
Exposed. I will say Southern Belle from ATL is what she always goes up. This is giving me a Southern Belle type.
Is it?
I'm feeling like a Southern Belle in the way of like hoedown.
Because it's like chap.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Not like Southern Belle, like debutante.
Right.
But more
like her runway.
Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
But I wasn't really a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that the outfit's great, but like you said, when you come through that entrance, I want something to stand out.
Yeah.
I want to be like, there's something memorable here.
Sure.
I don't know if I wanted more pops of color or something, but it felt very monochromatic.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely is monochromatic. I think she made that choice. I actually got to see this outfit in person. We just recently went to the premiere of Drag Me to the Movies, a new series on Wow Plus Presents. So I will say I did see it in person. It's full of detail. It's a immaculately created outfit that I don't think maybe translated as well on television as far as the detail work goes. But I think it looks really cool. I love the way it fits her body. I thought the hair was really nice. I loved the red popping lips. So I liked it. It kind of had a rock and roll vibe to me, but I see the country aspects of it for sure. So yeah, I liked it. I'm not saying I loved it. It was my favorite look, but I definitely really liked it.
Miss Nina West coming through.
I love this dress. I think the dress is really playful. It's really fun. It fits her body well. I love the two contrasting colors. I actually like it. I actually think I like this more than Angeria's. I feel like Angeria's we've seen before. I feel like this is definitely new. Is it my style of drag? No, I'm much more likely to wear something like Angeria.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, from her entrance look to this now, absolutely an upgrade.
100%.
Absolutely an upgrade, I mean, I definitely think it's more fashion forward. I think she's trying. And I think that's, what matters when it comes to All Stars is that we're seeing growth. So
Yeah.
I see the growth and I live for Nina. She's such a sweet, sweet queen.
Miss Plastique Tiara.
Can't.
Girl.
Can't. Perfection. Flawless.
These 2 episodes, I
murdered
everything.
She was robbed episode 1.
I agree.
She was so robbed.
I agree.
Yeah, she was incredible. And I just saw her at this gig that I just came from, and she's just so beautiful in person. It's annoying. Literally, we were watching the episode last night, me and Gia Gunn, which, by the way, if you want to see our reactions, go to her TikTok. And I just kept saying, I want to suck her. I want to suck her. She's so hot, and I love her in and out of drag, and I am living for the doll.
And I feel like all these girls, their personalities and their vibes, everything in the workroom just seems a lot more, I don't know if I would say laid back, but it feels kind of like a happy family.
It feels like they're joking. Like they're not taking it so serious. I think definitely because the new format for charity, it does sort of relieve some of that pressure of like, I'm going to be sent home and not be able to show my looks.
Yeah.
So it does feel more like we're at like musical theater camp and everyone's just there to have a good time and goof off. So I love that.
And I think the thing that I was worried about is that since there's no prize for them.
Right.
Like,
wait, there isn't?
No.
So it just goes to charity.
Just goes to charity, but apparently they were paid $25,000 for their
clothes
package.
I heard that.
And then $50 for an appearance fee.
Okay, well, so they almost all walk home with $100,000.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That was the original prize package.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing. I mean, honestly, I like this format. I think this would be better for me. Not saying I'm going to go back, but I'm just saying for me, like the fact that no one gets eliminated and you will show your look every week, I think I like it.
I think that
I'm just wondering like about the stakes, right? Like, will they be dramatic with one another if there is no stakes?
That's what I
to be going for.
Kind of like, because also like, let's say that I'm bad at a design challenge.
Right.
I'm not good at designing.
Right.
And then I'm just like,
oh, well,
throw
I'm not going to
something
go home.
hodgepodge together.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, you can kind of surf.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, so far there's been a lot of playful shade. I wasn't bored. I definitely was enjoying it. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where this season takes us.
Miss Itty Bitty George.
So tiny, so pretty.
The mug, everything about it.
I liked the original outfit better.
I agree with that.
I liked the original better.
Cute. The cutouts are cute, but there's just something that...
It's giving club. Yeah. She's going to a club. But amazing performer. I think she really stood out in both of these episodes as well. And I think she's also slaying her boy interview. Lots of personality, really funny sound bites. I love the little curled hair. But yeah, the entrance look, meh.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Oh. Miss Chanel.
Queen of drag. I mean, Queen of drag.
God.
And like Gio and I were saying last night, like it is old school for sure. But like, when old school is done correctly, I'm here for it. I'm sorry. I'm so here for it. The mug is stamped. I think the hair is kind of reminiscent of her Medusa vibe, which I thought was very smart. She's obviously wearing my favorite color. I did notice that the cups of the breasts were a little far away from her natural chest, if I was getting nitpicky. But I mean, come on. It's like green croc skin with nude cutouts. It's perfection. I mean, she looks amazing. She looks amazing.
And it's like a different level of drag. Like there's just
well, she always brought it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like when they were showing the package, it's like she was so amazing back then. Like, and so of course, even now she's even more, when they showed her, but that I love, the ass I love. When they showed her house at Christmas, girl, come on. Epic.
We should go.
I would love to go.
We're going to love to go. Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to take
Let's
a trip.
Go.
We're going to go to this Christmas party.
I have to see it. Like, insane.
She's been on the Great Christmas Fight.
Yeah.
Like lighting, like all that stuff, like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, look at her though. Body. She's an icon. There's a reason she's back. And I can't wait for the new younger generation to get into her because she was definitely one of the queens that I was super inspired by when I first started watching the show a decade ago.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting old.
Me too. Time just keeps going.
It does.
Well, the girls all come in. We get into a reading challenge, which is the
shocking
first thing
right off the gun.
Also, who did these girls hire for their writers? Because I don't think that there was any joke that was awful.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, I thought they did pretty good.
No, I thought that they did pretty great.
Yeah.
I mean, like all of them, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They all had some burners. Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I also loved how there was like two people, but no one really wanted to put the glasses on.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these girls. They said, don't ruin the bridge of my nose makeup. Loved it.
Can't do that.
I don't know if you remember, I brought my own reading glasses. They were the googly eyes where the eyes fall out. Just always extra and always prepared.
How did you prepare for your reads?
Oh, I was horrible. I think I did Dr. Seuss rhymes. They all rhymed. It was bad. Yeah. Now I could read a bitch. I was too timid back then. But yeah, now I feel like I would. I'm afraid though that mine would cut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cut hard.
I mean, are you watching Alyssa Edwards on The Goat?
Yes.
We're known to go.
It took me a second. I was like,
we're known to go for the low blow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to do that publicly.
I will say The Goat is the most bizarre reality show.
So bizarre, but Alyssa's hilarious on it. When she told that woman, the only thing you love is the bottle. I died. I died. Of course, there was a whole thing that went before that they cut out. But yeah, no, I just think the reads were really good because they were fun, but they were also cutting. It was the perfect balance of what a read should be. The
shriveled liver looking like RuPaul.
19 tapes to pull it back. Hilarious.
So great.
I actually thought Got Mick was going to win, but Roxy ended up winning, right? Yeah.
Roxy ended up winning $2,500 for a charity.
Work.
I also love this concept that every challenge that the girl wins, whoever wins the main challenge, they get $10,000 for the charity. And then in the end, there's the potential of $2,000.
But how are they all pretending to know about their charities? They are. It's true. Every time they cut to them to talk about charity, they're like, yeah, I love animals. I'm like, girl, none of these people know about charity.
I also think it's bizarre when people choose really, really big charities.
Okay. Why? Like the Trevor Project? That's Nina's.
Yeah. I guess that the way that I view it is there's a lot of charities that are doing a lot of great work that are not as well known.
Right.
So when it comes down to
use your platform to help a smaller person. I feel that.
Like a smaller charity getting $200,000 could be humongous.
Correct.
Whereas like the Trevor Project getting $200,000, while it's great and wonderful,
right,
it may be, not as beneficial.
Sure. I hear that. Yeah, I mean, I was happy, of course, that Cade or Got Mick was doing a trans foundation, because that's obviously what I would have done. I would have done the Trans Wellness Center out here in Los Angeles, which is smaller.
Yeah, smaller.
But they've also been so helpful to me. So I would have wanted to, do something for a charity that I actually work with. Because I do actually do charity. Not saying these girls don't, but I just find it funny whenever they cut to like, speak about your charities. Right. I'm like, it's giving. They're like, what am I supposed to say here?
They're like, where are my bullet points
I
wrote down?
Right.
So the first challenge that they have to do, they have to write their verse. They have to sing or rap or talk.
Yeah.
And choreography to Drag Queen Save the World.
Yeah, I loved the choreography aspect of all of this. Georges was hilarious to me when she was like, well, girl, I'm not a ballerina. Like, I don't count 5, 6, 7. I just feel it. That was tickling me. I loved it.
I don't know how they do it.
What do you mean?
When I mean like do it like choreography, I would be so bad. Like how much time? Like there's not enough time in a day.
Yeah, I mean, you have the hour on stage that they film you, for them to get the coverage, and then you usually have the rest of the day to work, and then that night if you want to, and then the following morning is a rehearsal and a camera blocking, and then you do it. So it is very fast. But I mean, I remember the choreography from this, so I didn't think it was that hard.
Oh, it wasn't that hard. It was like a
pull it down, pivot touch. It was pretty simple. So
yeah,
I mean, like I know Chanel was like, I'm not a choreography girl, but then in the challenge she did great. Yeah. So I think everyone was able to get it, and I was impressed. I thought it looked good. Once they added in the dancers too, that really hyped it up. What is it?
Wait,
Drag Queen Save America?
RuPaul performance.
I lived, but I was only watching Chris DePete. I'm sorry. Where is Chris? That? Chris is the Hawaiian.
Oh yeah.
He's so gorgeous. Look at him. Handsome. The body, the mug, the bulge, the booty. It was too good for me. So I was very distracted by the men, but I loved RuPaul's outfit, and I thought, good for her. She's giving us a little number.
Do you think she does this all the time? And it's become a tradition every season that you get a 2-step.
Yeah.
I
appreciate it.
Do you think she knows that like people make fun?
Absolutely.
You think she's just playing into the camp?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's what I feel.
Yeah. No, she knows exactly what she's doing. That's why she put hot boys around her and made them dance. It's great. And I love it. She looks snatched. I can't wait till I'm, of that age, and I can be like, yeah, y'all do all that stuff around me, and I'm just going to stand in the middle and look cute.
Like Mariah Carey being
she did more than Mariah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, when you get to a certain age, you're just like,
it's hard.
I did all this work, my whole life. Now it's time to stand and have handsome ass men.
I love it.
Everything for me.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I thought she looked great.
Drag Queen Save the World. When these girls write their verses, right? I always think the past few seasons, the beat and I don't know how you would say it. I don't know if it's the cadence. I don't know what it is, but it's always da 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 da.
Yeah, that's the cadence.
The exact same.
Right.
So I'm like, these girls could have already had these shit written.
Yeah, it's giving white.
White?
It's giving white.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved that Nina sang. I really thought that stood out to me. I thought her verse was great. I'll be honest, I don't really remember a lot of the verses. I just remember the performances. Plastique really stood out to me when she came in whipping that hair. I mean, come on. Stunning. I thought she was robbed. And then I thought Vanjie was amazing.
Vanjie was great.
And I thought Georges was amazing. Yeah. They kept going on and on about Angeria, and I was like, this is giving story producing.
She was good.
But I thought the other girls ate her. I mean, Vanjie was literally being dragged on the floor and like tossing her hair. It was like, come on.
It was a moment.
It was a moment. But yeah, I thought they looked good. As far as cohesiveness, there was none. So I didn't really understand that. I felt like
they were all wearing different outfits.
Would have looked better if we all wore black or like something, but maybe that wasn't a part of the challenge. But yeah, choreo looked clean. It looked good. I mean, is it giving hard? No. But is it giving all-star? Yes.
Everybody had confidence.
Yeah. And they all nailed it and did what they needed to do. So that's what all-stars should do.
The only thing that I hope doesn't happen this season, which I'm starting to kind of pick up on, I want some negativity.
From the judges? From the girls?
The judges.
Okay.
Like even,
but they have a hard time being negative to the All-Stars.
But I hear that they are, and they just cut it out.
I think that is true.
And I'm like, I don't need them to like be like
berating them.
Be like how they were, Michelle was to adore that first episode of All Stars. But like, I would love to have like a, oh, you know what? That didn't work. Like when it was whatever that joke in the reading challenge about plastic tiaras tuck. Like, I thought that was funny.
That was
funny.
I would
like something like that in the judging panel.
Sure.
Bring some fun.
Sure. I mean, I think there's a fine line, right? Like I understand their reservations. But yeah, I think the critiques could be amped up a bit. Sure. Yeah. I hear that.
Do you ever watch like any like, or even if it's just like a clip of like America's Got Talent or those shows where they have like kids come on and sing or dance or do something?
I don't.
I hate when judges are like giving subpar children.
You want the Abby Lee edition?
Yes.
Well, it would be iconic.
I would love if Abby Lee just came in here in her wheelchair right now, right in front of us.
And read us?
And read us and then went back off.
I would live. Did you see that reunion?
I saw it.
Best television ever.
Oh my goodness.
Dance Moms reunion. That's what we're talking about. It was so major. I mean, I'm telling you, to me, it was one of the best reunions I've ever seen televised. Seeing those girls a decade later and like watching them literally process their trauma, mind blowing.
And not only process their trauma, like actually watching these clips and going like full in, like this happened here. Do you feel like this was set up?
It was just good.
That's how reunion should be.
Yeah, it was good.
Andy Cohen, take notes for the Housewives. I want you to pull back shit. Like,
speaking of Housewives, did you see that I was at the Beverly Hills?
Oh, I did.
Housewife party.
I saw that you
looking like a freak.
I would not say that was a freak. That was great.
Well, I actually went for the theme. The theme was surrealism. Apparently, this will be episode 1 of the new season. So let's hope I make it. But yeah, I went for the theme. So I had like a full-on white face with black makeup inspired by Patrick Church. And girl, when I tell you those housewives looked at me like, what is going on here on this good day?
So did you mingle with all of them?
I didn't. No. I was in their presence. That was good enough for me. I got in the background of some shots, hoping I'll make a cut or two. They brought me up on stage as one of the best dressed. That was great. I got to see Dylan Mulvaney, Benjela Creme. So it was great. It was fun. It was super cool. I'm glad I went. Shout out to Derek and Guru Magazine for getting me into that party. But yeah, it was funny, girl. Me looking just like kooky. Typical.
I was living though.
You were?
Because literally you messaged me and you were like, girl, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that was one of our days we were supposed to meet.
We were supposed to go to dinner.
I'm sorry, I have to cancel on you.
So sorry, I have to cancel. And then I was like, oh, what for? And you were like, oh, it's Sutton. And I was like, girl, it's Sutton. Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. They had like full on steak plates on like this gorgeous china that had butterflies on it. They had the aqua lilies in the pool giving us like dance vibes in the pool. I mean, they had a monkey. It was exactly what you would think. What you watch on TV, it's exactly like that. It's
How
over
long
the
was
top.
The filming? And did it ruin
hours? It was hours. Not for me, because the way that the party was working is like they're filming the girls and the girls are all interacting with each other and then they break off into 2s and 3s and they still so it's like we're just background.
Yeah.
So it was fine for me. I loved it. I still got to talk to people and meet new people and ran into Ben, who I hadn't seen in forever. And Jennifer Tilly was there, who I'm a huge fan of. And she was super kooky and nice. So I loved that. So yeah, it was a fun experience, but it was definitely like staged.
Yeah.
Like that was not her real house. There's no way. Like she would not just give out her address to people.
Yeah.
So I thought that whole Hollywood aspect of it was very like, oh, I can't believe I live in this and I'm trying to be like them and just to be fake, you know?
Yeah. Also, I want to like make a note. I loved Keke Palmer as a judge.
She was great. I love the Swarovski crystals.
Yes. She's gorgeous.
Gorge.
Amazing. I was like, I love when like judges have fun with the contestants.
Yeah.
And they can kind of be in the vibe.
Well, she's a fun girl. I'd love to meet her.
I want her on her podcast.
She's a podcast?
Yes.
What is her podcast called? Kiki with Kiki?
I think it's called Just Kiki.
Oh, work.
I think.
Let's have a Kiki.
I want to have a Kiki.
I'd love to too. She's great. If you're out there, Kiki, have us on.
Yeah, we're down. So the main runway was integrating a perfume. Wasn't it a perfume?
I thought this was their best drag, episode 1. Am I wrong? Yep, you're right.
It's signature look, signature fragrance.
See, I knew it was signature looks. So we are both right.
We're both right. So first out the gate, we had Got Mick.
Yes.
With Crash. I will say, I loved the actual spiky ball perfume canister thing. I love the hair. I love the makeup. I was not a fan of the dress or the garment because I felt that it looked a little simple.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, I feel like there could have been something to elevate it just a tad.
Sure.
Because that ball and that spike and those chains is like a big deal. It's like,
I agree. I agree 1000% with this. I wish what had happened is I felt like the chain also like got like a little mangled. Mangled. I thought it was a little mangled in the front. And what I wish had happened was because that big chain is so cool.
Yeah.
And she could have kept a simple black dress, but I wish the chain had been wrapped around her body and then gone into the thing.
And nothing
so
on
that
under.
It wasn't. Oh, I love that idea. But I could have kept the black.
Yeah.
But nothing on underneath is fierce too. But yeah, see, it just looks a little too like there, and I just wish it had gone around the body more. But I love the collar. I loved the hair. Signature makeup for sure. She's giving us that. Tall boot. I love. So yeah, definitely elements were really good in this, but I think overall a little too safe.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Next up, we had Nina West in Criminal. I love the shape of the bottle and I love that it matched her outfit.
Me too.
It's giving me very Lady Gaga telephone vibes. I'm not a fan of whatever the material is on the actual
bottom part
because it looks like I could just take like scissors and puncture it.
Okay, yeah.
But it's campy. It's Nina, and I think she did a great job.
Yeah, definitely met the prompt of signature drag and selling the perfume. It does leave me wanting more. I felt like there was something creative that was missing. Like, for instance, if the stripes had gone into ribbon and then the ribbon was all there and like, you know, and then like, I think it just needed one more element to me to make it really spectacular. Felt a little safe again. But it was a good look. And I think as far as like perfume bottles, she had the best correlation to her product.
100%.
Yeah.
My favorite look was this one. Miss Plastique, Tiara, and Fantastique. 1, the bottle looks grand. 2, this outfit, I was like, oh my, more wings. And then I was like, oh, I know that we went in on somebody recently for wings. And then when the second layer came out.
And the way they were like automated like that, she told me she had the remote in her back. It's just
the air coming out of the perfume.
Perfection. I mean, she's giving us Victoria's Secret model for your nerves. You know, she's got the same wingspans as Courtney Act. So I loved that because if you're going to do wings, you got to at least do what Courtney did. I thought she was robbed.
And I loved how it just wraps back around her.
So
and
cool.
It just looked
gorgeous.
Yeah. I think that was probably my favorite
look of this week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we had Angeria Paris Van Michaels and La Southern Belle.
I loved it.
This outfit I thought was stunning.
It was so cool. It's so her. I love the whole like flip on it and making it see-through so you just see the boning. I loved the trans colors.
Yeah.
I loved the way she's selling it, the bows. I just thought it was perfect. It was like My Fair Lady updated into the now. The one thing I thought I could have had was rhinestones, of course. I think that would have elevated the look just a bit more if the whole boning on the outfit had been rhinestoned. Not saying it needs it, but I just think if she really wanted to give us that extra, like, we really can't take her, she's the best, that would have added. But that's being so nitpicky. I thought she killed it.
Oh, she looked wonderful. Next up, we had Miss Vanjie with Toxica. Okay. I will say, she came out, and when she came out, I went, oh no. And I was not a fan of this outfit. However, I kept watching, and I was like, oh, wait, I think I am a fan of this outfit. It grew on me during this time that she was walking down the runway. Her hair, whoever she'd been buying all of her wigs from, amazing. I think that the wigs really are doing her a great service. I also was not a fan of the mask. I wish she would have taken it off. I know she did at the end, but
it was definitely giving, I'd like to keep it on, please.
Yes.
I agree. The hair was amazing. The outfit for me was a little EDC. It was giving like raver EDM vibes, which just isn't my personal style of drag. But I do think it fit her well. I do think it's good. When I think of signature drag for Vanjie, this isn't what I picture. Felt a little like store-bought again. Like, I don't know. I just think of her as more grungy not so much ravery neon nights vibes.
I got you.
I loved the perfume, the bottle, the whole thing about what she said about it with the tequila and the this and the that. It was so her and on brand. Just felt like the look was a little disappointing. I don't know. Wasn't my favorite.
Yeah. Like I said, though, it grew on me.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying too, but I also feel like a lot of Vanjie's recent like performance outfits are like an oversized t-shirt.
Well, right. But that's her style. That's what I mean. I feel like she gives us very urban, very street. Whereas, like I said, I just don't, when I think of Vanjie, I don't think of raver. I don't think of neon. I don't think of like this kind of look.
Rave her.
Rave her. Barely know her.
I really know her. Next up, we have Georges with
La Chiquita?
Lil Chiquita.
Oh, Lil Chiquita. Okay.
It made me laugh so hard when she was like, oh, it's the smell of marijuana and poppers.
Yeah.
A VHS cleaner. And then when Keke Palmer was like, VHS cleaner, I was like, does she even know what VHS? Like, does she know?
Does.
You think she knows?
Keke gives me, she's one of the community. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved this. I mean, I loved it with the jacket. I loved it without the jacket. It's rich. It's beaded. It's stoned. Look at that little tiny bottle. It's hilarious. The hair was flawless. The mug was on point. Yeah, she looked great.
I think she looked great.
She nailed it.
And Rue loves her.
She does.
Rue loves her.
She does.
I'm like, do you see?
Now, I do have a problem with Ross Matthews saying she's the best dancer RuPaul's Drag Race has ever seen. I made sure I wasn't following Ross when that comment came out of his mouth. I was like, really? She is the most amazing dancer. Don't get me wrong. Props to her. Love her. But Mama.
The best?
Mama. BFA over here. Train dancer.
Not trained dancer. Next up, we had Chanel with Chanel #1. I thought the bottle was great that it matched her outfit to a T.
The shape, yeah.
The shape was wonderful. I think she looked sophisticated. She looked rich. I loved it. I also loved the jokes about, if this is Chanel #1, we can only imagine what Chanel #2 is. I was
right.
like, haha. What did you think? I feel like you're not digging.
I love the jewelry, and you know I don't usually like drag jewelry. But I love the jewelry. I love the mug. I love the hair. The dress, I'm just like, okay, we've seen the silhouette. Like, she'd already done it sort of in the beginning. And like, I get it. She has her signature, and this is a signature moment. So you are supposed to give us that. I love the back. I think the back is really cool with that corsetry going down. But it just, I don't know. It was missing something for me.
I could see that.
You know, it didn't fully stand out amongst the crowd. Felt a little safe.
You know what she should have done?
What?
It should have been a Christmas fragrance. And she should have done like a full light up outfit.
Love it. Very smart. Very smart.
Last up, we have Roxy Andrews and Never Sent Home.
Love the name. So creative. It's giving Elsa. It's giving Frozen.
Wish.com, Elsa.
Dang. I mean, it does feel a little underwhelming.
This isn't Roxy to me. I'm sorry.
It's not signature drag, that's for sure. No. I love the color on her. I think the earring is beautiful.
Her mug
the hair is nice. But yeah, not loving.
Yeah.
Not hating, but not loving.
Yeah.
Fabric feels a little thin. Like I wish it was
like
more
the back of it, like the back flip.
It is a little weird to like come from here and then have a back thing. It's unique.
No, so all in all, what did you feel? Who would you have been your top two?
I definitely would have picked Plastique to win the whole thing.
100%.
The runway and then the challenge. She was just the best to me. If I had to pick a second, I think Georges. Yeah, I really loved the runway and I really loved the performance in the challenge.
Yeah.
So I think those would have been my top two.
Yeah. I think that those were.
And who ended up getting it? Angeria and.
It was Angeria and it was Georges.
Oh, so good. Okay. I got one of them.
And they performed to $1 Million Bill by Whitney Houston.
They did good.
Can I tell you that I never knew that that was the name of that song? And I never knew that she was saying $1 Million Bill in the song.
I can't say that I did either.
I was like, oh, this is the words? These are the words? I'm a bad guy. That's what
But I did think it was weird. Didn't Angeria win?
Yeah. Angeria
no,
won.
yeah, Georges won.
Really?
I felt so.
I felt the opposite.
You did?
Yeah, because I felt that Angeria was embodying the Whitney. And
girl, that's what people always say about Trinity K, Bonet, and me. They're like, well, she was embodying it more. Was she?
Embodying what?
The song.
Physical.
That's what they said. I don't know. I thought Georges turned it. I really do.
I thought she turned it.
I thought she
two
turned
completely different ways.
It was. And she went for the comedy with the rag and the Whitney vibe.
And I will say that, did you see Vanjie's outfit on the side? Like, you know, they come back.
It was like ostrich feather,
Yes,
right?
I was like, I want to know what's under it.
Me too.
What's under it.
Me
and then
too.
I was mad too because I was like, well, she's not going to wear it
And
again.
what is this lip sync outfit that Nina's wearing? It's like a big t-shirt with a weird wig.
Yeah.
It's a no
she
for
looked
me.
like a Beavis and Butthead character.
I'm like, I know you're trying to be funny, but please don't.
Mm-mm.
Not featuring that. Love you, Nina, but no. I would have told you, no. We're
Just
not
like
going to
that?
do that. I would have said, no, baby. We're not going to go out there in a makeup t-shirt and a screwed up wig. You're an all-star.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
So Rue loved Angeria. She ends up winning the $10,000. She wins it for the National Black Justice Collective.
Amazing.
And then
So happy for her.
she gets her benefactress badge.
Yep.
Baby benefact.
She gets her badge.
She gets her baby back.
Oh, I love baby back ribs.
Oh, that would be a good prize.
That would be sickening. A gift certificate to Chili's. I'd live for that prize. Did you see that they're closing locations?
Apparently, we should go before they start closing.
I went last night. I did content. We wore our black. I took the umbrella. We did the content, ma. Had to. I'm quick.
You were quick too. What, the 99-cent store? What was the store?
Oh, I went the day I heard it was closing. Bought that out. Sure did. Sure did. Honey, you got to move. You got to hustle.
You say, what's it closing? I sense it. Oh, buying them out.
I literally did. I went to several. And now they're so sad. It's just party supplies. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just paid $9 for lemons and limes and I was flabbergasted because that was my main thing that I got at the dollar store every week. My lemons and limes. I go through them like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Poor me.
Got to get you a lemon tree.
I have one, but they're this big and I'm not doing it. They're too small. I'm not doing it, Joseph. I'm not squeezing 19 lemons to get the juice of one. I'll just pay the $9.
Well, first episode is down. How'd you feel overall?
Yeah, I loved it. I'm excited to see where this season goes. I do hope we get a little drama, of course, as a viewer. But overall, I love the camaraderie. I love that they're happy. They're excited to be there. They're winning money for important causes. And they look sickening. So
I agree.
Excited to see where we go.
You did say like you want some drama.
I do.
You know what they should do?
I love drama.
They should add like a sabotage in there to where you can get money for your charity if you sabotage somebody else.
Ooh, I like this.
So then it's like, oh,
you're a producer.
I'm thinking about this. World of Wonder, as I said, let's squash the beef, make it happen. Wink, wink, ink, ink. So the benefactress badges, they get those, and then there is the Scissor Sisters.
That's right. She chops Roxy.
She chops Roxy Andrews.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah, I think I would have probably chopped Georges.
Why?
Well, I guess I couldn't have chopped Georges because
I was gonna say she won.
Yeah.
She didn't chop herself?
Well, Georges didn't win.
Oh, Angeria chopped her? But why?
I think Georges is one to watch out for.
Interesting. Okay.
I feel like she's like a secret.
I would have gone for Roxy, Gottmik, or Nina. But I also feel like, well, no, I think Gottmik would have been smart because then isn't it a design challenge next? So it would have been a smart one.
Speaking of design challenge next, let's get into it because we only have 12 minutes. Whoa!
What do you mean? Oh, in here? Oh, shit. Let's speed through it, baby.
Also, a reminder, start sending us emails again.
Yes!
at gmail.com because the next episode that we have, we'll only have one episode to cover and we'd love to answer your emails,
We do.
chit chat with you, figure out what's up, what's down, what's all around.
Love it. We missed you guys. We're excited to be back.
We did. The next episode is the paintball.
Loved that dress. Oh,
yeah, that was beautiful.
Gorgeous. One of the most beautiful things she's ever worn.
Yeah, that reminds me of like a candy.
Totally.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do.
I don't know what the candy is.
I do. It's the belt candy. Yes.
So let's get right into it. We are at the paintball.
Honey, the looks on looks on looks. The first look was the monochromatic, right?
Monochromatic look. First up, we had Angeria Paris Van Michaels and I guess you would call it like a
chartreuse, limoncello.
Limoncello. She called it a neon galaxy green.
Okay, I buy that.
I love the hair.
I wish the hair had been the same color. Okay. Really go for it. Monochromatic. Give it to me.
So yes or no to that?
It was okay. It was okay. Now tell me this is not my exact coat from All Star Season 6 in a different color. It's literally
Laganja.
my coat, y'all. Literally to the T with the buckle in the center and the ostrich feathers coming off.
Yes.
So needless to say, I love the look.
I do love the look. I do think that, for my opinion, I think the hair was a little flat for the outfit.
Yeah.
My own a little.
Yeah, I see it.
If I could pick something,
I see it. Yeah.
And that was
Chanel
in Kinky Pink.
Oh, I love that. Kinky Pink.
Kinky Pink. Next up, we have Roxy Andrews in
Raunchy
Red.
Oh, Ravenous Red. Okay.
I hated this look.
I loved it. I thought it was cool. I liked how the braids of the hair was incorporated into the gown. I liked the metal of it all. It felt a little crafty, but I liked it. I thought it was cool.
I think sometimes what I don't like is that when I'm watching Drag Race and it's a design challenge and they're doing a ball, when I think that another look that is not
is one they made.
Yeah.
It does feel that way,
Yeah.
but I think she did make it. I think.
Oh, well. Next up, we have Got Mick and Donatella Purple. I know that this is a runway look, and I know
you don't
that
like it.
Can I tell you why I don't?
Why?
Like it? I don't like the color difference in the purple.
I love it.
I'm not a fan of that, but
It's giving texture. It's giving shine. It's giving layers. It's giving fashion. It's giving Grace Jones. It's giving Purple People Eater. I loved it. I thought it was so
People
cool.
Eater.
I thought it was so cool.
Nina West comes out in 2 in the Pink.
I was proud of her. I really think the silhouette is amazing on her. Now, I didn't understand this towel.
I didn't either.
And then like it goes up in automation. So it's like, I think that's a cool idea. Maybe if it had been like beaded fringe.
like
Have you ever seen that hat?
Billy
Exactly.
Porter.
Exactly. So that element, I was like, could have lost that. But I thought the look was amazing and the hat is killer.
Next up, Vanessa Vanjie, and she was in Michelle Green.
Simple.
I loved
Do
it.
you?
There was something about it. I felt the body snatched.
The
hair
body is
there.
snatched.
And it's just like, yeah, it is simple, but there's just something about it that I was like, the makeup again.
I don't know. It's not giving me monochromatic. And it's like one green outfit. Like it wasn't giving green on green on green to me.
True.
I liked it. Simple. Not my fave.
Miss Plastic Tiara came out in Gimon Crimson.
Okay. Fire scorching red.
Oh,
Perfection.
The hair.
Perfection.
The hair.
She is perfection. Like you cannot get better than this. Yeah, my fashion is slaying. Yes, it is.
Oh.
The hair is insane. Look at the lace in the back. I can't. The silhouette. That's how you do simplistic in a great way. You know, like flawless.
Miss George's coming out in
As
Kush
me.
Green. Well, not you anymore.
Look, I'm still the advocate, okay? I love it. I think it's so cool.
I
It's
love
giving
the hair.
Tinkerbell.
I love the marijuana hair.
Me too. I'm so happy that we can finally wear marijuana leaves on the show. It's great. She looks super cool. I loved it. That's, again, monochromatic. See? Color on color on color. I felt it.
Next round, we have drag imitates art. So pieces of art that
Oh, that's
ended
right.
up changing into a drag look. First up, Miss Angeria Paris Van Michael, and she was doing the Mondrian.
Simple. So simple, but classic. I mean, I love the foxtails. I'm not for sure how you would elevate this look to like give me more of what I'm wanting.
Mm-hmm.
But it was, I mean, she met the prompt. She has rhinestones on. Like, it was good.
I agree. I think that some of the color placements could have been a little bit different. Like, I thought that big yellow on one side, I thought, oh, switched it yellow on different
Okay.
side. Next up, we have Chanel and I hope I say this right, Hakusai. The big wave painting.
So this painting reminds me of an ex-boyfriend of mine. He used to have the tattoo of it. So I was feeling very connected to this look because of that. I think the hair is really cool. It looks like a giant wave is being brushed off. Was it a boat on the side of her?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did look like cardboard.
It just looked like a paper bag. So I was like, I don't know about that, but I liked it. I thought it was cool. A great silhouette, something different for her, giving Ursula vibes. I liked it.
They did. Next up, we had Roxy Andrews and Salvador Dali.
I'm just so mixed on this one. I think it's the proportions I don't love. I don't love the proportions. I love the idea. The melted clock is so cool. I love the headpiece. I love the print on the skirt. I believe she also made this, but I think it's like a 1920s drop waist. And I don't think that's very flattering on her. So I think I wish just the proportions were different, but overall, I liked the look and it definitely met the prompt.
I would have loved if that melted clock would have been the dress. Like it would have been like a melted clock around.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I felt like it was just kind of like added here and then it was kind of disjointed with the dress and then the puffy.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like there was that black section that the clock went over. It's like, I wish the print had like continued. I don't know. It felt disjointed to me.
Yeah. Did you feel like Got Mix Edvard Munch was
one of the best looks we've ever seen?
That is beautiful.
I mean, it's unreal.
Stunning.
I can't imagine what that cost.
Yeah.
That was $25,000 right there alone. Like, it's just unbelievable. It's one of the most memorable looks we've ever seen. I love this painting as well. It reminds me of my sister. She was obsessed with it as a kid. The body, the colors, the stones. I mean, it's perfection.
So good.
Perfection. My favorite look of the night.
Next up, Nina West for Tom of Finland.
I actually liked it. I thought it was creative. I thought it was different for her. I like that she's pushing herself. I thought the styrofoam wig was super interesting. Looked very much like one of those drawings. I like this mustache better than I liked Roxy's mustache. Favorite look? No, but it got a pass for me. I liked it.
Next up, Miss Vanjie and Van Gogh.
It's not really giving me the painting, but I love the look. I would definitely wear this. Again, the body looks incredible. Those long legs. I love the headpiece. I do think the headpiece is more referential and the hair is super cool. I love the pom-poms. But yeah, overall, I didn't really feel like it was giving me the art.
The prompt.
Yeah.
Miss Plastic Tiara comes out in Yeo Kusama, which I love.
Incredible. Like, this is why when I was like, why aren't you going to go back? I'm like, hello, look at this. Look at the caliber of drag you have to compete against. This is unreal. The hair is unbelievable. I love that it's like an orange. It's such a weird choice. I don't know why she chose that. The eyelashes on the outside of the sunglass, incredible. Okay. The silhouette, it's so good. So good.
Georges comes out in Picasso. I like the hair. I like the hat. I like the color blocking, but I don't know if I liked the tights and the undergarment.
Definitely don't love the tights. It's a weird color, or the undergarment there either. I didn't get Picasso from it either. I was kind of like agreeing with Ross in that it didn't really make me think of Picasso, but then when I saw the piece next to her, I'm like, okay, I see the correlation there. So yeah, it was safe.
Yeah.
It was safe. Not bad, not good, just safe.
And now we're getting into the Paint-a-Palooza.
Yes.
Where they actually had to paint their outfits.
Right. And so cool.
First up, we had Angeria Paris Van Michaels. And I don't know if this is her first choice or the second one.
I thought it was the monochromatic look. Like, I was confused. I was like, how did you paint this? Did you dye it? Like,
it also gave very maternity wear to me.
A bit, yeah. I didn't love it, I'll be honest. It's not my fave. Too simple.
Yeah.
Great execution, well made, but a little too simple.
This look.
Hodgepodge magodge.
Yes. This made
Hobby Lobby threw up.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Not only did Hobby Lobby throw
cool
up.
Colors, cool drag. Like, I like the vibe. I just think we needed some editing.
And we also, I just want people to stop using corsets and just putting things on them.
Well, that's what I would do, so I'm not going to read that.
Next up, Miss Roxy Andrews doing a jacket and a pants. What would you call it? A pantsuit?
And bustier, yeah.
Yeah. Not my favorite.
Not my favorite. I like very well made. The silhouette is impeccable. I think the fabric choice, they weren't given a lot of options to work with. So the fabric is a little stiff. I do like how she faded it from gray into black, but overall, not my fave.
Yeah.
Not my fave.
How did you feel about Got Mick?
Incredible. I mean, she just looks unreal. She's such an artist. Obviously, the print that she created is so cool. And this hair is just like, what? That hair is whacked. It's so good.
Yeah.
The silhouette, the color choice, the way it fades, the blood. I just love it. It's so rock and roll. The red earring to match. So cool.
Miss Nina West coming out in My Birthday Party from when I was 3 years old.
It's so bad. And it makes me so sad. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what she could have done to make this better. It just isn't right.
Mm-mm.
It isn't
But it's
right.
like you said, if you know you're not good in a design challenge, you're not getting sent home. She tried.
She did. I don't know. It was pretty rough.
Miss Vanjie in her, this reminds me of Alexis Mateo.
Bam!
Yeah, bam! In the American whatever challenge that they did in season 3.
Yeah.
Reminds me of her drag mother.
I don't love it.
I don't either.
I don't love it. It feels a little too arts and crafts in a different way than like Nina's does. It just felt like it wasn't executed flawlessly. Like Gottmik purposely went for that edgy, drawn, sketched look. Whereas I felt like these stars, like, I don't know if it was a stencil used or what exactly, but it just didn't feel like fully fleshed out. The idea was there. The shape was great. I loved the silhouette of the skirt going over. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Plastic Tiara.
Incredible.
Again, smart.
Fashion forward.
Adding the rhinestones to it and the paint.
Brilliant.
Beautiful. I loved
The cherry blossoms.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Oh, good.
Harking back to her heritage, the wig and the gray style, which is so cool with the black and white dress. It's major. I mean, it's totally a moment.
So good. Georges with her blue printed that she stenciled, used the stencil for all of that. It was cute.
It's a hard no for me. That white bra, mama. Come on. Come on. There's no way she wore that like that. I was shocked. I do love the print idea, but I think she should have realized from jump, like, this is taking too long. I'm going to spend my whole time doing this and like done it more sparse and then like through some big blue stripes. Like it just didn't translate on TV. It's like, I get it. She spent a long time doing that and that is impressive, but you can't wear a big old chunky white bra like that. It just, that really missed the prompt. Like, I don't know, like what I would have done. Like, I think she could have worn the bolero maybe backwards. And so it would have been a 2-piece. But yeah, no, missed the mark.
Our top 2 was Gottmik and Plastique
Perfect.
Tiara.
We finally agreed with this.
We finally agreed.
This was good.
Lip sync was Jump in Line by Harry Belafonte.
Horrible song choice.
This is the Beetlejuice song, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
And Gottmik's hair is giving me very Beetlejuice too. The black and the white. Not
just
a great
silly.
song.
Just silly.
And
then Gottmik won.
Gottmik.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
$10,000.
But she went for the humor of it all, which again, RuPaul loves humor. So smart on Gottmik.
And she blocked Angeria Paris Van Michaels.
Yeah, smart. She already had a badge, so it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. Until next time, make sure to send us those emails.
Please, Laganjos
@gmail.com, LAGANJOES, gmail.com. Where can everybody find you on the socials?
Find me at Laganja Estranja on everything except for TikTok, where I am the only Laganja Estranja. And I'm really committed right now to doing TikTok lives. So turn on your notifications. The girl is painting live these days.
We should do a live watch.
Ooh, I love that. Okay.
I'll be like Gia Gunn.
Okay. Down.
I'm Joseph Shepard.
Where can they find you?
Oh, and Joseph A. Shepard. Until next time, I'm Joseph A. Shepard. Oh.
And I'm Laganja. I was trying to add a middle initial. It didn't work. And I'm Laganja Estranja.
And thanks so much for tuning into
Queening Out. We'll see you next week for another review of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 9. Mwah.